My dear friends, I'm so happy to have another close friend with us today. And of course, we have a lot of questions for her. She is one of the closest family from us here in Egypt and from the big family of our dance all over the world. Today, we have our very close friend, Nada. Welcome, Nada.
Hello, hello, Dr. Tamer. Hello, hello, everyone.
We are very excited, especially me too, to have you in this program, and I'm so happy that you will be with us. And of course, there are a lot of questions, but we love to start, or let me say, I have to start first. Please introduce yourself for us, please.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you because it's a big honor for me to be here with you today. And I'm Nada Basha. I'm half Egyptian and half Italian. I live in Italy. Yes, my father is Italian and my mother is Egyptian. And I live in Italy, but I come in Egypt
Between both.
very often. Yes. So
Yes.
and I'm of course a dancer and a teacher. It's been a long time now. I have a school in Italy that's called Caraba.
Karaba.
And, Caraba.
What
Yes.
is the meaning of Karaba, please? In
It
English.
was a witch in a cartoon.
Ah.
In a cartoon.
Ah.
Yes, I love the cartoon very much, and I choose this name. in the African heritage, I think it was a witch. Yes.
Yes. And about the school, please. Yes, you was talking about the
And
your school.
about the school, I have a group, a professional group, a company, and I'm also the organizer of a big international festival. It's called Meya Meya.
Meya Meya.
Meya Meya.
Yes.
That of course it was in Italy every year in May, but unfortunately with the pandemic, it's been a while since I couldn't organize. But I hope, inshallah, next year it will be the right one.
We are waiting, of course. Yes, yes. This is fantastic. I love it. Yes, please. And that's it. Still more.
Yes. I think that's it. Yes, I'm also of course a performer. I perform in Italy. I perform in Egypt. So
we will talk about it step by step during this conversation. Yes, we will say we want to know more and more, of course. Yes, yeah, I saw your dance and I saw your performance on the stage, and you catch my eyes and my heart. You catch my heart too when you dance. I love this very much. Tell me, you choose one topic which all of us we love it very much, which is Awalim dance. What is your opinion about Awalim dance? Why you choose it? Why you choose that? Yes.
I choose it because I love this dance so.
All of us. Yes.
It brings my heart and my mind to this wonderful Egyptian time, the time of the movies, in black and white movies, and I love this atmosphere and this kind of dance so much because it's at the same time high level and popular. So this make me feel so happy, and I love this dance so much.
Yes, this is fantastic. A lot of actors in Egypt, they did Awalim or acting as Awalim, of course, and some of them they were Awalim. Yes, from the Awalim family, we say, or from this area. Yes, they did a lot of things. Yes, here in Egypt, we love them all, and they catch our hearts most of the time. They are dancing. Yes, of course. Tell me the idea about Awalim in your mind, or what is the meaning of Awalim in your mind? Explain to me. Or do you have a story about Awalim, something like that?
I feel myself very lucky because I had the chance to study with you and with Madame Hoda, and I find out some information that are really, really important, because sometimes I think there is a big misunderstanding about Awalem history. Because people think they are in the harem palace and something very, very high, very, very collocated in the past, in the past history. But things are changing. So
yes.
To know the full history and what it was.
What before
past,
and now
what
and
became in the future. Yes.
Yes, we have only now, I don't remember the name of it in English, but in German they said Gaza, a little street. We still have this little street here in Egypt, in the area near to Sayyida Zainab and Al Hussein, this little street. And I tried a lot of times to catch one Awalim move in this area, but not so easy. All of them, they disappeared now. They have villas and they have, yes, another big houses and somewhere in Egypt, not only this area, not anymore. Tell me, but I think it's so easy for you because you are half Egyptian, half Italian. So it is easy for you to find Awalim song or Awalim music, or? Is it easy for you?
Yes, it's quite easy from the old movies. I find a lot of songs from them, and of course from my big teacher, my big love, there is Madame Hoda, that for me is one of the best dancers, really, actually, this kind of dance especially. So studying with her helped me a lot to find also the right music to perform on Awalem, because sometimes I saw a lot of mistakes on the music. So
do you mean on the music? Do you mean on the music or the dancers who are dancing on the music using this?
The dancers. I think the dancers sometimes they dance Awalem on music that are not Awalem, or the opposite.
Opposite, yes.
So they dance on the Awalem music in a different style, so it's not so clear.
You know I think you know the main story or the main idea of Awalem, of course, I think, yes, or? Because, you know, Awalem, they were not dancers since long time, or the beginning, they were not dancers. You know this, of course, huh? I don't know if our friends, they know this or not. But Awalim, they were not dancers. They were singers and musicians. And some of them started to dance later, and then it became Awalim dance or Awalim dance. But in the beginning was not. One of the Orientalists who wrote about this mistake was Edward Lynn. In his book about Egypt, yes, he wrote about it, and he said that it was a big mistake for many Orientalists thought Awalim, they are dancers, without knowing that sometimes they hiring some dancers, such as Gawazi or whatever, dancing with them. But step by step they start to dance, or some of them start dancing, and Awalim dance started to appear.
Yes, I think the Gawazi influence on Awalem people helped so much.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. They help it. Even they Gawazi and Gypsy, they have been keeping the music and songs. I mean, folk music and songs, which can not stay longer if anybody try to keep them for us. So Gawazi and Awalim did it for us, so we are very happy for this, of course. Tell me please, how long it takes until you can create your Awalim choreography? How long it takes with you? I think 1 minute.
It takes a lot of time.
1 minute, yes, 1 minute. Tell me how long it takes until you can create a wonderful choreography for Awalim dance.
it takes a lot of time because it's very important, first of all, to know the complete history of Awalem dance. Because if you don't know the history, you can dance. I think this.
I believe you.
And
I believe you.
And
yes.
Then, of course, it was a different time, a different era. So it's not so easy for me to enter with my mind and in my body
to go to this era. Yes.
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 But I love it so much. So it takes a while, but it's very, very interesting.
Yeah. And how many times you performed Awalim on the stage, for example, during your dancing on a stage or performing?
Actually, not so much because there are not so many occasions.
Oh, really?
To perform this kind of dance here in Italy, because sometimes, a lot of time, the dancer is invited to join a party of Italian people that doesn't understand so much the difference between Awalem or Gawes.
It's
not
yes.
so easy.
I believe you.
So the most of the time we choose something that is more easier to understand, like classic Oriental dance and veil and something like this. But I love to perform this. I made it a couple of times. One, it was in a wedding party of Egyptian people here in Florence. And another time it was in another party, another occasion, yes.
Where had you studied Awalim actually? Did you study it by yourself or someone, except Huda and me? Leave us. I'm talking about...
Actually, the most of the time I studied with you, because I studied with you a lot of time, also in the past. And of course, the bigger study, it was with you and Madame Hoda. And of course, traveling to Egypt 2 times in the year, so I can watch the movies and enter in this mood, helped me so much to improve myself in this kind of dance.
Which one of the actors, or let me say the golden era dancers, you like in Awalim dance? Tell me, please. Which one of them? Or
okay, I love
whatever, or maybe 2, 3, 4, no problem. I want to hear from you.
Okay, I love so much the Shafia Al-Kopteya movie.
Oh.
This representation of Shafia with the Shamaidan, I love it so much. But of course, there are a lot of stars that come from the Awalem people, Samia Gamel, Tahia Carioca.
I was waiting for Tahia Carioca to hear this name. I love her. I love it
so much, of course. How can someone not love it?
But I think Tahia Carioca, she did Awalim much more, or perfect more than the others. I mean more than other dancers. Because Tahia Carioca, she had this feeling, this attitude, I think.
Yes.
Why you didn't act like Tahia sometimes?
What?
Why you didn't act like Tahia sometimes, like Tahia on stage? Why you didn't do something like that?
Or
you did?
It's impossible. Tahia. It's me. It's better to be myself, because I can't be someone else.
You know why?
Unfortunately.
You know why I asked you? Because sometimes I see or I smell Tahia Carioca through your dance. I mean, of course, not 100%, but sometimes I see you dancing and you stop in one area or one place and you do your performance in this place for a while, and then you move once more again. That was one of the main points with Tahia when she was dancing. She loved very much, or that was her attitude on the stage. She can dance in one little area and do a perfect dance steps. Sometimes I see this with you, but suddenly you break it and move and run. I see it like that. So I
Oh, it's
asked
a
you.
big honor for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you taught this, or you give some steps or choreography for your students of this type of dance? You taught them, your students?
Actually, yes, yes. I made a few choreographies for my groups, Awalim dance,
Ah,
and most of all, I made a lot of theory class, in which I had the chance to explain to them what's the difference between Awalem, Gawazi, Oriental dance, and
I,
because
I,
this is very important. Yes.
I think it's little bit difficult. I think it is little bit difficult when we explain the difference between Awalim and belly dancing or Oriental dancing. I think some. Tell me please
It's
something
very,
about it.
very, it's very, very, it's not easy.
Because
It's
they are close to each
complicated.
others. Yes, the steps
Yes,
are very common and close to
very
each others.
close.
Yes. So sometimes I feel it's difficult. If we understanding right well the steps, then we can move or we can explain much more. I think so that I'm not pushing you to take my words, but something coming to my
Yeah, yeah.
mind just to ask you.
No, I think you are completely right. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Awalim. Do you think Awalim dance can dancing in a group? A group dancers can do Awalim choreography, or must be all the time one dancer only on a stage? Just question. A strange question, huh?
I think yes, but I think also a group. Of course, I remember this very old video of Badia Casino, and there were a group of dancers dancing together on a choreography. I think she was the first one to make a choreography for a group, if I'm right, and. It's quite complicated.
Of course, I believe
For a
it.
group,
Look, look, I think with Badia, I think there were dancers before Badia, of course, with the group dancing, such as Gawazi in the streets, or something like that. Because in the streets, sometimes long ago, two or couple of Gawazi, they were dancing together, or competition sometimes. Maybe two, maybe four, maybe three. Okay, no problem in this, but something like that. So I think with the group, something like this. But Awalim, I don't know. Really was wonderful discussion. Now I have to look for it. If there were Awalim dancing with Badia and her casino or not. I mean group of dancers, but Awalim,
yes.
not something else, but Awalim, because this is very, very interesting for me too. So this is one of the main points. I love to search for it, and I hope to find something can tell us about them. How long it takes, for example, with your students until they keep Awalim dancing or Awalim choreography? How long it takes with them? Especially they are foreigners. I mean foreigners. All of them. Yeah, of course. Especially they are Italian, with the Italian minds.
Yes. I think it's taking so much time, and until now, to be honest, they didn't completely get in the mood of Awalem dance. Because it's not so easy.
To understand it, right?
Well, it's not so easy to understand it. It's quite typical of Egyptian culture and Egyptian people, so it's not easy for any dancer to understand.
Yes, I believe you. Did you find sometimes some difficult things with them to understand it, or some for example obstacles to find them don't understand the step, or sometimes the lyrics, or sometimes the music either? I mean with your students.
the steps are not the main problem. The real problem, I think, in my opinion, it's the feeling, the access of the dance.
Feeling, yes.
So I see them very, I don't know how to say it.
Hard?
Concentrate.
Concentrate. Hard.
Yes,
I mean, do you mean hard to move, or a hard step, a difficult step for them, or harder to move on it? I mean, on the music.
Hard to connect, probably the heart with the mind and the body. So when the body does something, the mind is concentrated to think about what the body is doing. And they forget to smile and to relax and to join the music, you know. This is the most difficult thing I feel for my students.
I think in Italy, the Italian, because I have Italian friends, of course, but I think the Italian, they are hot people. I mean, they move fast, they talk very fast. Of course, I'm not speaking Italian. The Italian language I feel it's difficult for me a little bit. So, but I feel sometimes when they speak so fast, blah, 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 so fast, which it means, or reflecting onto their movements. I believe in this because this is one of my studying what is behind the step and why. Infected with what, or affected for what, something like that. So this is the Italian people, what I think 90%, or let me say 99% of the people who live on the or around the Mediterranean Sea, all of them close to each others. So Alexandrian people, like the Italian people, like Spanish people in this area, like something like that, you know.
Very close to each other, especially the people of south of Italy are really similar to Egyptian. Every time I go to the south in Sicily or Naples,
you feel in Egypt.
Feel at home. I feel in Egypt, really, because it's very similar. Yes.
I hope one day to visit this area. I have a lot of questions, a lot of things, maybe some researches I like to finish over there in this area, actually, especially with these people over there. But I haven't opportunity until now. A lot of works and many things like that. One day maybe we can do it, or I can do it. But we feel in Egypt also the Italian people, or we are both close to each others. This is what I feel most of the time. Even our language, especially in Alexandria, have a lot of linguistics, I mean, or tongue, have a lot of Italian words. So when we want to go, if we want to go to Alexandria, we have to study Italian language. To speak with the people over there. Yes, I love Italy very much, and I love the Italian people very much too. For this blood, I think it is close to each other, especially in Italy. Yes, the Italian people and this area. That means actually all the obstacles you can find or you meet with them, just only the fitness and the concentration with the students, which is 90% all over the world, not only in Italy, by the way. Yeah, especially the other side of the Mediterranean Sea, which we all of us we say European people, Europe, even in America also, but it is not so hard in Asia. In Asia, they are close. North Asia, yes, the same, but middle of Asia and south, we are close to each other, something like this. Yes, it's very easy like that. So this is exactly the fitness, which it needs much more practice, rehearsals and practice.
Yes,
I know 100%. You do it. I know. I saw you. I know you. I know everything in dance with you. So I know this, and perfect. I love it. I love it really. Yes. And what is the opinion about this type of dance? First, with your students, then in your area or in Italy in general. First, with your friends, I mean your students. What is their opinion when they see something like this? Tell me, please, or tell us, please.
A lot of students of mine love this dance so much.
They love it.
They love the attitude of Awalem dance. Yes, it's.
Is it because
it's very difficult?
Is it because it is close to Oriental dance or belly dancing, or just Awalem as it is?
No, it's probably because it's close from their idea of the Oriental dance and the belly dance world. Yes.
Yeah.
So they love it so much. But there are not so many dancers telling the truth in Italy that perform this kind of dance.
Oh,
it's not so easy to find it. Yes. Probably because, as I told you before, Italian audience, it's not so used to see this kind of performance or to understand this kind of style.
Oh, really?
So we as dancers, we prefer probably something more easier to understand. It's just this, yes.
Yeah. Is it easy to find the costumes or the accessories for Awalim or for Awalim dancing in Italy? Is it so easy also or not?
I don't know, because all my costumes are coming from Egypt, so I didn't look for them in Italy, so I don't know. I
will open a special store for all my friends. I will open a special because it is so. Yeah, it is crazy. We can sell a lot. Wow, I'll become very rich if I do something like that, especially with my friends. Of course, I will lose because I love my friends. I will give them everything for free. I know.
So don't open it.
Yes, I will not. Yeah. Hoda will not let me. Hoda will not let me do it because she knows exactly that we will lose our. But I think for the costumes of Awalim, especially the dress, I think it is easy to find something closer in Italy. But the accessories, I don't know. So I asked you for this. If these accessories can be easy to find or not. Not so easy.
Now, probably from the net, we can find a lot of things that before it was difficult to find. So a lot of websites that does the shipping online, it's more easier now. But I always buy my things in Egypt because I'm sure what I'm buying, and I can try the things, and it's better for me.
Now I will change the plan. I will not open a store, but I will open a line, internet line. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Better than to.
You will buy online,
yes. Did you met or find or faced any funny things that happened with you when you're dancing Awalim on a stage, especially Awalim and in general on a stage? Did you met something like that, or the funniest thing had happened with you on the stage? Tell me if you have. Tell us, please, if you have some funny things.
I don't know. Probably not funny. I always have fun when I perform. I'm always so happy.
All of us.
And I always have fun. But I remember one sweet. It's probably more sweet than funny thing.
Yes.
There was an uncle of mine that unfortunately passed away now, and he was blind. He couldn't see. But my aunt she always bring him to my shows, and of course he couldn't see me. But every time I was finishing my performance on the stage and going down to talk with them, he always told me, I know that you are a good dancer, even if I can't see you, because I can feel the wind when you dance. And this was so sweet for me, and I always remember this. This was a very,
fantastic.
very good.
Yes, fantastic. Yes, this is fantastic. You reminded me now when I was dancing. Yes, also in a group with some Oriental dancers in Egypt long ago. I will not say her name because I keep it to myself. Azza Sharif. I will not say her name. Azza Sharif. And
I love her so much.
I loved her very much, and yes, she passed away a few years ago. It was since long time, and I still remember. Sometimes when we are back of the stage, sometimes we feel actually the wind of around her coming to us or push us. Sometimes I still remember this. So now you reminded me with this. It is a nice feeling. I believe it. So
Yes.
so I understood now, or I understand what you said to us actually now. And tell me, did this Awalim dance helped you in your Oriental dancing or belly dancing? Did Awalim dance steps helped you or not?
It helped me. It helped my personality so much, because I'm a very shy person. very shy. I have this big problem, even if it's impossible to believe, because I always perform, but I'm really so shy. I admit this. And dancing Awalim made me relax a little bit. Don't be afraid to be on stage and to express myself and to play with people. So it was very helpful. Yes.
This is first time I hear something like this, because you know how long we know each other. Your family, our family, you, us. You coming to our home, which is your home. I never felt that Nada, she is shy person. How come?
Oh my God, no, I'm very shy, very shy.
Really?
And I was in the past. It was something very difficult for me. I couldn't even speak to people. Now I'm getting better year after year.
You are always better. You are all the time better. I love you very much, and you know exactly, all of us, we love you very much, of course. And I never felt something like this. Even when you're here at home, I feel that you're home, and I love this very much. I love this very much. When you're here in our home here in Egypt, this is your home. So I feel she is one of our family. I didn't feel that shy. And on the stage, when I see you dancing on the stage, I see a wonderful butterfly dancing, which is something special for me too. I loved it very much. Oh, but really, I'm talking from my heart and from my mind. What I saw, I explained. This is really our close friend. Nada, yeah, fantastic.
I think this is the power of the dance. Dance allows you to be someone else.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And this is a very big power.
Yes.
I feel myself free when I dance.
One of the most important points. One of the most important points. Dance can teach us to be free. I do something, I am free, and I am number one. When I go on a stage, I am number one. When I go out of the stage, we are equal. But on the stage, I am number one, which it means exactly all the audience have to look at me, have to understand what I am doing. I have to control them through my dancing. I mean, my mind, my body, my emotion, performance, everything, to control them. I mean, to let them look at me all the time and be happy with me. This is some points very important, which it is can be broken if I am shy. So dancing teach us how to be a good personality, to let our personality become stronger and stronger. Plus also, we satisfied with our bodies and we are satisfied with ourselves. This is very important, to be satisfied with myself and feel happy all the time. Dancing can let us be happy most of the time, smile all the time. Even, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, but some points I know from all of us, you, she, others, our friends hearing us, me, when we feel, when we live inside happiness, our face became happy, and we are not become older, but we stay younger and younger and all the time happy. So this happiness, we can spread it everywhere around us. This is another main point. Dancing can give it to us as a habit from dance. This is I see in your face.
I think you are right.
Yes, this is your face. This is I hope it's my face too, and this is your soul. I hope it is my soul too, and I hope with all of our friends to be like that. So for this reason, we are specialists in the world. The dancers, they are specialists in the world. We are the flower of the world.
I think this. I really think this.
Yeah, this is what I love. I love very much.
We are very blessed because we are dancers. We are very lucky.
We are very lucky. Really, we are very lucky. Do you prefer folklore dance or Oriental dance? And I will tell you later. Do you prefer, in your mind, do you prefer Oriental dancing or folkloric dancing? Which one you prefer much?
It's very, very difficult to answer to this question because I love both. But probably in my heart, I love folklore more.
Without folklore dancing, I cannot be a professional Oriental dancer, or sometimes I cannot be a professional belly dancer. Let me say something like this. So it is very important to study.
And also because folklore dance tells us about the history of Egypt, of our land, of our culture, and this is something wonderful. And I love folklore so much.
Which it means now I can ask you, or let me ask you, what you prefer to dance on a stage, folklore dance or Oriental dance? This is the second part of my question.
Folklore dance. Folklore dance, of course.
You always do it, or sometimes you change and you change sometimes?
No, of course I have to change due to the fact that people want me to do Oriental dance, and also I love Oriental dance so much. But I prefer to dance folklore and to dance also Baladi and Shabi, of course, popular thing. It's my soul. It's more comfortable with this kind of dance on the stage.
Shabi, you know Shabi, of course, in English. The meaning of Shabi in English, folklore, folk. Shabi is folk.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I love very much to hear street Shabi dance, or better than to say Shabi. As I told you, or as I explained to you before, I feel sometimes unhappy or a little bit sad when I see people until now, especially dancers, say Shabi and finish street Shabi.
No. But I love Shabi the most. The old Shabi.
Old Shabi.
Hakim, yes. This kind of Shabi, it's more like me.
Yes. Yeah, of course. The singers, especially Hakim and the others, they did a lot of wonderful songs. I love it very much, and I love to dance on it. In folk dancing, in real folk dancing, which is perfect. Yes. uh, or let me ask you. Now, during this time, I mean, a lot of changing all over the world. I feel that there are something for the Oriental dancing or folk dancing happen in the world. What do you think about the near future and far future for Oriental dancing and folk dancing for the future, near future and far future?
We always say in Egypt, Rabbena Yasser. And so I don't know, probably God help us. Because it's quite strange what is happening in our dance and in our music. It's kind of everything now became street shabby. Everything now became dance, Instagram dance and Facebook dance. It's really it's changing too fast, too much, and I don't know. I mean, I prefer the old style a little bit, but
life changing.
I don't know, probably because I'm getting older.
No,
I don't know.
We never be old, people. We will never be old. We will stay like this. Like this. I love this very much. But of course, sometimes we thinking for the past and these people in the past. I still remember some of them. I talk with them, especially the old dancers. Let me say something like this. Some of them passed away, and some of them still. I talk with many of them about this. This is life, and everything changing, and sometimes life changing. It must be. Actually, I'm not against the new style of dancing. Same as you, I know. But sometimes I feel strange. Not because I'm old or I became old, same as you. No, you are older than me, I know, of course. But maybe because we did not, or we haven't enough time to put these things on the spot to understand. Maybe. I don't know. It needs time until we understand what is going on, especially for the new steps, or let me say the new movements the young dancers they are doing now. I think it was the same when I was young. I did a lot of strange things, but now became easy everywhere we saw. Something like that.
Yes, probably it's a natural process. We just have to get used to this kind of music and this kind of new dance. The only thing is that I feel sometimes that all is happening so fast. So if I look myself back in 10 years, there was a completely different world about dance was another thing. Now it's something really
changing.
Really strange.
Yeah, you know this. You know what is behind this? What is the meaning behind this? Looks like I have two knives and I play with knives.
Yes.
But sometimes I can hurt myself. It is also in somewhere in ordinary areas or public areas in Egypt. Some people or some dancers in the street do something like that. But this is special for a special class or a special type of people. As you know, I love to understand what is behind. So this is one of the steps. A lot of new dancers, young dancers doing this without understanding why. We are not parrots. We are human beings. We have to understand. We are specialists and we are real dancers. We have to know what is behind. Then we can do it right well on the stage.
Yes.
So
and by the way, I love this modern style so much. I love it.
Ah, me too.
But sometimes I feel I miss these classy, elegant belly dancers.
This is something. Yes, you touch my heart now. Yes, of course. Yes. I love to tell you something. Long ago, or let me tell you, in the 70s of the last century, I still remember when I heard the first time, when I heard the what you call it now, shabby music, which it means, or which became now street shabby music, what we call it now, street shabby music. Yes, also. The first time I heard it from someone, he's my friend. I will not say his name. Same like, but I will not say his name because he will, if he hear what I say, he will hit me. When I heard his songs in the beginning of this time or in this period, suddenly my ear hurt me a lot. I felt it is so strange and something like that. He was not my friend in this time, and I said how people can listen to him or listen to this strange music and a way of song that he did. Now I start, not now, but since 10 years, around 10 years. Yes, I start to hear his music once more again. I started to hear his song once more again. I found that it was fantastic than what we are hearing now. What we hear now from this Madvagiya or whatever, Shakush, something like that, some strange names, and this what they call it, Maharaganat. Maharaganat means festivals, by the way, but they say it Maharaganat. I feel strange, very strange, and sometimes I feel uncomfortable with the beat of the music and something like this. I feel like this. But for the young dancers, they love it. So when we go die, they will stand up much more and they will do much more. Maybe they will break the wallet with this.
Yes, sure.
Running.
Everything changed.
Everything, yes, everything changed. Yes. Time is running. I don't know. I'm so happy to speak with you and have this wonderful time together. The conversation is wonderful. I love it. But last question, please. Do you was waiting for a special question, or you have any question for me?
Oh, I think I made you all the questions in my mind in this last year in our classes. I really made you a lot of questions.
No, it's okay. No, I'm so happy. Yes, of course, but just only if you have a question you want to ask me, or if I didn't ask you for something special, or everything.
The only thing I want to know, I want to tell is that we are organizing with Madame Hoda a very, very, very nice workshop online about Awalim dance and history, and it will be 16th of October.
No one go. No one.
Because she is the really I'm saying this from my heart, the most talented and the most I don't know how to say.
I'm
she
so
has
happy.
A very, very big knowledge about Awalim dance.
It's an honor for me to hear this.
So helpful.
It's an honor for me to hear this from you and from all of our friends, of course, and I'm so happy, really. And you know now why I catch her like this. She is not here today again. She is not here today. She's outside. Yes. And if she hears this, maybe she will jump immediately and start speaking with you. I thank you very much for all of these kind words for Hoda, and it's an honor for me. Really, I haven't enough words to say.
No, it's really it's my honor. It's my honor and my pleasure, because you both gave to our world, our dance world, so much.
Thank you.
With knowledge, with culture, with in this educated and classy way. It was very, very my honor to be your student.
Oh,
so.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really, I'm so happy. And at the same time, I'm so sad now. Time running very fast. Yes, we almost finished everything, but our life still, and we have to taking care for each others. I mean, you, me, Hoda, everyone hearing us now, we have to take care of taking care with each other and for each other, especially in this pandemic time, and step by step, hand in hands, we can pass all these bad things to go back again to the wonderful life once more again, which I feel I missed it. I missed it, really.
Yes, really. I hope it will finish soon, because it's becoming so much hard now to stay and not to travel and not to see our friends all over the world and not to leave the dancing in person by person. So
yes.
I hope it will pass soon.
Nada, our home is your home, as you know. And of course, this is your land, of course. Egypt is your land. I will not say this is your second home, but here is your second home. Our home is your home, and your family.
Second home too.
Thank you.
Go to Italy.
Thank you very much. And of course, your family too. I think I remember that we invited you and your family for something here, but you escaped.
Oh no, I couldn't. I want to come as soon as I have free time in Cairo.
This type of a special, but this type of a special food, which Hoda will cook, and she said that she will cook for us now. You let me miss it because you are not here. So what can I do? I want to eat it. I love it. I will not say it is seafood. I will not say seafood. Huh? I love seafood. I will not say.
Wait for me in December.
Okay, in December we will. Yes, we will buy much more, and we're waiting for you and your family. And you are welcome anytime at our home or in our home.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nada. We enjoyed very well. Really, I enjoyed very well talking with you, and I was so happy. And of course, my dear friends, that was the conversation between us. I mean, Nada, you, and us. If you have any question or any comment, just you can write it down, or you can send us also, and we will answering you. If we have something special and we have to answer it, we can do this conversation once more again, or this interview once more again together, Nada and us, to answer your questions. If any one of you wants to join me again with this, join me in this conversation, in this interview, please send me and write me, and then we can be together in one of our dance topics, which all of us, we love it very much. Thank you very much, and see you again.
Thank you. Goodbye.
So, ciao, and bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.